Welcome back, everybody, to the quick and dirty guide for Archaelund. As you can see, we are still here on the beach. We are going in the first dungeon. Walk you through this first dungeon. There's quite a bit to it. It's not super big, but there are quite a few enemies. Quick save first. There is a little bit of loot right here in this first room. Just right off the bat, we're gonna go up here to this. Actually, we're gonna throw on a torch. Now your characters don't actually have to have the torches equipped to use them. You can just have them in the inventory. And we are going to pick up a Archaelund glass. Now if we look at it in the inventory, it just says it's a general item. It seems completely inert outside of the lamps, but don't get rid of this item because you will need it by the end of the dungeon. It's the same stuff that's in these, but if you try to pick it out of these, you just get electrocuted and injured. We'll go ahead and go to the right here. There's the entrance. Here's the first right door. Push the button. There's not going to be any enemies in here, so you don't have to worry about that much. All these boxes, you can't really interact with any of them. There's really no loot in this main room here, but there is this lever right here. Push that, and it opens up a secret room. You can go in, you find a place to rest, and 2 chests. Chests. Take the items within. There's the second piece of Overworld glass. Now you will need 3 of them by the end of the dungeon. So actually, we're going to give our captain here some armor. Doesn't have any. And we're going to go back out to the main room. Keep going along the right side. There's not really any loot over here on the right side. There's going to be a spider right over here in the center back of the room. Hit this button. This room doesn't go anywhere, but just to make sure and clear everything on the map, we are going to hit that button. We're going to go take care of this spider here. Single spider should be pretty easy. Now, if you are having trouble targeting anything during combat, when the camera is up during combat, these walls go away, but the mouse doesn't detect any kind of like selections or anything if you're going through the wall, so it would be best to move your camera while you're in combat so you're not clearing any of the walls. We'll go ahead and hit the skeleton, grab some gold, and then we'll move along the left wall. And same kind of thing, push the button, open up the room. Now this room is going to open up to the rest of the cave, but there is a little bit of loot in here. We've got an Imperial penny there. On top of this box we have another Imperial penny. We have a trap right here. My party hasn't seen it yet, but there is a trap right there, so don't step on that. And those are pretty present throughout the cave, so try not to step on those. They're like acid traps. They will hurt everybody in your party. We're going to skip that room for now. We're going to go over here to this first left room from the entrance. There's the entrance right there. We're going to go to this first left room. We're going to quick save. We're going to go in here because there are some leeches. Now these, when they're in small numbers like this, they're not that bad, but they can quickly overwhelm you. They're actually called bowmeg hatchlings. There are bigger ones that we're going to deal with deeper in the cave, and those get a little more tricky. Excuse me. And there are white ones that we need to deal with, and I'll show you those when they show up. Every hit they do paralyzes your party member, so those can seriously be a pain in the ass. So we'll just go ahead and deal with these guys right quick. And see, they do pretty decent damage, so when you have a large pack of them, which will happen later in the cave, they can get pretty tricky. But luckily we're getting good rolls on our hits here. And see that there's an example of not being able to click while I'm through the wall. I'm just going to turn my camera and I can click. All right. And these guys, they drop a poison gland. So far through the walkthrough and the Let's Play, I haven't really found a use for it, so I'm mostly just selling them. So from the entrance door right here, you're not going to see much around the sides, but there is an iron hammer right there, and you can have any of your party use it as a weapon. And then there's a chest here to the left. We're going to get a nice iron maul and some gold. So I'm actually going to give my barbarian the iron maul. Go out, we'll run across. We're going to rest up real quick here to make sure I've got full mana. Alright. Do another quick save. And we're going to head out to that second room on the left there and start actually going deep into the cave. There we go. Now we've spotted the trap. Definitely don't stand on those. There's some fungus here on the wall. You can pick that up. So far, like I said, I haven't found much of a use for that. It's same as the poison glands. But while we go throughout the game, we'll probably find more uses for it once we get crafting and alchemy up. There's going to be a skeleton here on the right. There's no loot on the skeleton. But there are 3 spiders in this room that you're going to have to deal with. Spiders I haven't found to be too much of an issue. They can cause poison, as you see there, but it's really not too bad. I'm just gonna let my mage punk them all. And that's one of the reasons I retooled my party. I wanted an offensive mage, and it was a good choice. She's been doing pretty good, so we get more poison glands from the spiders. Let me check my notes here. Left wall skeleton. So there's a skeleton here on the left wall. Should have some gold on it. There we go. And that's pretty much it for this room. There are 2 tunnels. First tunnel we're going to take is the right tunnel. Now right here on the right we've got some mushrooms. If you have alchemy, you can pull some regions from it. If you have a good enough survival, you can pull supplies from it. So we're going to try for survival. I was able to get 2 travel supplies, which is great because those are kind of few and far between. They don't come up a lot. And then the skeleton is going to give us a potion of antidote and some gold. We're going to run right back out the room, and we're going to take the path directly forward. Now in this main room, there is a spider on the left, some leeches on the right, and a little bit of loot. So first we're going to quick save and take care of this spider on the left, but we're going to loop around to get to him. Just make sure you're hitting all the walls, looking for any loot. Take care of the spider now. Oh, that poison's getting to be annoying. Quick fight, not too many issues. The skeleton is here. Another potion of antidote and some boots. And just to check my notes, skeleton loot and the leeches. So we're going to do another quick save. Got another trap. There isn't really much else for loot in this room, so we're going to take care of these guys right here. And sometimes when you see them ahead, that's not going to be all the enemies. So we did get flanked by 2 more leeches. I'm just going to run over here. We can take care of this one. Now this group of leeches also has one of the bigger ones with him, so we're going to have to deal with that guy. They do hit fairly hard, so be wary of them. Later on in the dungeon, there's going to be multiple of these big ones. So we're going to try to take him out quickly. It's a Bowmig Burrow. Let's do a charge. There we go. is out of mana. Okay, good clean fight. But we don't need a wound, we've got a rest area coming up. And here, just to double check. Are no loot. In this tunnel, we have a rest area. We can rest right here, and there's going to be a little loot here on the left. Got a skeleton with a potion of shock resistance. We've got some more mushrooms. Like usual, I'm going to see if I can get some survival stuff, and it was a failure, so I was not able to get any survival checks on that, so we're going to rest. Because there's still quite a bit to this cave. It's not the longest I've found, but it's definitely not an easy cave for your first excursion. So we are actually going to go back to this right tunnel here. And this is going to be our first, just checking my notes, this is going to be our first white leech, so you can see it right there. Quick save, definite quick save, because these ones, they paralyze on every hit, so it's not very easy once you get a couple of them in play. And we got ambushed by a few more. Hopefully we don't lose her right off the bat. I'm gonna use her to see if I can take care of that. There we go. Alright. So yeah, usually for combat when I see these white leeches, I try to take care of them first. Because that paralysis is really annoying in a fight. Especially when there's two of them next to each other and they're just constantly paralyzing your party. It just leaves you open to the rest of the leeches to get hits in. There we go. I have to definitely use some bandages because that mage took a few hits. Alright, check my notes here. There is a skeleton here on the left. Should be some gold. Should be crap right there. And in here, I don't believe there's much in here enemy-wise. There's going to be some mushrooms here on the left. See if I can get some stuff. Nope, failure. More traps. Kind of just everywhere. Just avoid them. And even if you hit them, they really don't do that much damage. There's a trap coming later that does do a decent amount of damage, and I'll point that out when we get to it. So we got some good loot on this skeleton here. Charm of the Shaman, which is going to be going to my mage, and then a couple of spells that she can use as well. Excuse me. So I'm going to give that to my mage. Give her the spells. So when your party inventory is full, anytime you pick something up, it's going to go into the inventory of your main party character, so your first one. So just keep an eye on that. So say you pick some stuff up and you can't find it in your inventory, it's probably just in the inventory of your main party member because you filled up the party inventory. We're going to go back. We're going to quick save. I'm going to go back and rest. So we can get some health. Oh, it looks like I got a level up too. We'll rest first. See, I've got some more supplies now because I was able to get some off those mushrooms. And we're going to level up our burglar. Go to the skills. Disarm traps. It's probably good to have this, but the It is not implemented in the game yet due to being early access, so I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to go pick locks and the other ones, spot secrets and and my other party members should be leveling up here soon too. We are going to continue on. Here's our safe area. We're going to continue on to the right. Getting close to the exit of the tunnel. There's a trap right in the middle. Always do a quick save. This right here, it's going to stop you. That's going to be the exit for the cave. You can see it stops you and tells you a little bit about it. We're not going to go through there yet. There's still a decent amount of this cave that we can clear. There's going to be a skeleton here on the left. No loot on that guy. Another trap. Lots of those little slime traps. Just, oh, torch burned out. Just kind of fill out the map of the room. Check my notes here. It's our exit, so we're going to go forward. There's going to be a few spiders in here. Looks like 3 little spiders and 1 big spider, so we're just going to deal with these guys real quick. The big spiders, it seems they don't have many other skills other than just being bigger. They probably have a more likelihood of poisoning your character. Looks like both hits from that big one poisoned the character, so. Okay, good fight. Bandage our wounds, and the rest of my party can now level up. I'm going to go with martial training. It gains my character +5 melee accuracy and +1 armor, really because I want that melee accuracy, because they miss a lot, and I just want to avoid that. I'm going to bump her up in athletics and in survival. Actually, yeah, survival. Go here, we'll bump up our mage, and give her some meditation, because that causes mana regeneration every 3 game hours, so every 15 minutes IRL. We're going to bump a little bit into ancient lore, go into magic, conjuration, jump on impact. I'm going to try to make her just completely offense mage. Here, do a little more healing and herbs, survival, and let's go scouting. Always good to do a quick save. And drink one of these. The poison is kicking their ass. Be some mushrooms here in the back. See if I can get more. Sweet. I got some travel supplies. And there's going to be a skeleton here with some more good stuff. We've got imperial crowns, round shield, iron mace, and some gold. Actually, well, none of them can use that shield, so we're going to leave it. We're going to go back. And I think I'm going to go across and rest. Just want to keep my party's health and mana up, since I don't have a healing mage anymore. Alright, quick save. And now looking at the map, this is the exit right here. We're going to take the right tunnel right there. direction. There we go. And like usual, look out for traps. Mostly just the slime traps right now. We're going to go up. It's going to warn you that this is not the exit, that the exit lies somewhere else. That's fine. We're just going to keep going deeper into the tunnel. We can grab a little bit of this iridescent fungus. Irudal fungus. Another quick save. I like to quick save every time I get to a room. I'm gonna head in here. And you can see 2 of the white leeches and 3 regular sized leeches. So we're definitely going to quick save here. This might be a fairly tough fight. So when it comes to these leeches, I try to get close to the white leeches so I can take care of them first. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Because they are a massive pain when trying to deal with them, constantly paralyzing you. But you're probably going to get to see it in action. So you see that paralysis right there, and because of my mistake, I lost my mage right off the bat. At least we're getting some good hits on it. That paralysis just really takes your fighter completely out of the fight. And then when you've got several of them stacked up around you and they're paralyzed, they can't really do anything. It just really puts a damper on the fight. Alright, luckily we were able to take both of the white ones out. Okay, we did lose our mage during that fight, but that's alright, she'll come back. But I don't have anything to heal her, so... Actually, I might have a healing potion, I do. Let's do her. Okay, and I have a couple of these. And these are the blossoms you find on the beach, the umsil buds, excuse me. And they heal 5 health every time you eat one. Alright. And there's actually no loot in this room, so the fight is kind of pointless. There's no actual loot in here. But I like to take care of that fight just for the XP and practice. It's always good to practice those leeches. Now, this next room up here is definitely going to have a few enemies. We're going to take that tunnel and we're going to go up. So you can see here was our rest area. Here's our exit. We've gone down here, cleared the leeches in this room here, and now we're going south right over here. No other tunnels in this room. But there is going to be... Okay, so this is the trap I was talking about that does quite a bit of damage. That is a spike trap. Try not to run over that, because it's going to do some decent damage. I'm going to save my game because this is a pretty decent fight. I believe there's 9 leeches in this room. I'm going to try to take care of them quickly. And there's 2 white ones. Oh, they're just going for my weakest members. I don't know if those white ones are in range, so let's try and... They are. And we've lost our mage. It really sucks when you can't get any hits down. Alright, they are coming into range now. Alright, we've got one down. That's not good. Okay, we've got both of them taken down. Fight should be a little easier now, but we did lose both of the party members there. It sucks. I'm about to lose my barbarian. Okay. What a fight that room is. Can't bandage anybody, so we're definitely going to quick save. Now there is a little bit of loot in this main room here. This here is a door in the wall. Just says it's stuck, doesn't budge. So I haven't actually found a way to open that door yet. I think it's probably later in the game, and I'll show you once we get outside, either on the next part or right at the end of this one. In this main stone room, there's not really any data or any loot, so just go over here into this little alcove. Grab this topaz and just some more fungus. I'm gonna run back down. There's that spike trap I was talking about. Definitely try to avoid that. We're going to go rest, and we are going to finish up. That's what happens when you step over those. We're going to finish up this cave. Oh, I went too far. Looking at my notes. The map, take a right, go rest. Right. We're going to go up and to the right and go to the exit. Definitely quick save here. You can see right there, it's kind of like a mini boss for the area. We're going to go deal with him. And it'll tell you about the boss a little bit and what you're kind of seeing. Deal with these guys. doing so well when it comes to hits right now. Okay, Bull's almost dead. That should take care of it nicely. And there we go. Ends the fight. Don't need any loot from them. Go ahead and quick save. Now go over here to this basin right here. You're going to pick up the third Arau glass. You're going to go over here. Look at this little thing right here. See those three on the wall? Now, do you remember that parchment that you picked up on the beach? If you read that parchment, you'll see these three symbols and these three crystals here. That's why I say don't get rid of these, because during the Let's Play I had two of them. I didn't get the third one, and I sold the two I had, and now I can't get them back, so I'm unable to finish that quest. So we're going to put one here, put one here, put one here. Just to look again, those three symbols on the wall, and those three crystals. That's how the crystals are going to be placed in the podium. Go through the secret door, check out the chest. Graulf's treasure truly honors its legendary reputation, since it seems to exist mostly in the tales. Around you lay empty coffers and shelves covered in cobwebs and dust. Click on there's a piece of paper, and we've completed the quest, the Fabled Treasure of Graulf. It's basically saying that they pawned all their treasure. You can go around, check everything. There's no loot in here, other than a couple of weapons. They are pretty decent weapons, so definitely pick them up, especially if you have hunters and barbarians in your party. I picked up, it is a hunting bow and an iron greatsword, so I'm actually going to give this guy greatsword. I'm going to give the hunting bow to my ranger. We'll go ahead and quick save, and that's it. This is the exit for the dungeon. We'll go ahead and we'll exit the dungeon, we'll save, and we'll probably cut that here. Oh, these loading screens are no joke. So I'm going to try to stick to just that dungeon for this episode. Next episode, we're going to go with getting to I believe it was called Port Graul, something like that. The first main city of the game. We'll talk about getting to there and just a few of the locations around the area. Well, I hope the game didn't lock up. It is still early access, so if you get some lockups, it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to get back into the game. All right, so this is your main area here. You can kind of see some stuff off the way. That's your first city. There's a mage's spire there. And there's a few just fun locations speckled about. So I'm actually going to take us to the first rest area. If you go up this way to the left, there's going to be a band of merry bandits that will absolutely destroy you. And I'll show you those guys. It actually warns you before you get to them that you don't want to fight them. Get up here. Get all the way up, and there they are, the merry band of assholes. And it'll warn you from a distance that there's several Geldrin natives. Those spears they have do a lot of damage. They can attack twice each turn, and they do poison damage. So we're definitely going to avoid them, not fight them. I even went back at level 3 on all of my characters, and they still just destroyed us in the first couple of turns. So we're going to go back down. And there's a place we can rest here coming up. Now there is fall damage, so try not to fall down these sides here. There's the entrance to the dungeon, just to show on the map. Up here is where that Merry Band of Bandits is. We're going to go down here. And you can see it right there. That's going to be our friendly camp. Get down there. We'll talk to a couple of people. Now talk to this guy. Just tells us not to cause any trouble. Talk to you. Let's see. Just tell her we need to reach Lord Caleb, go through her dialogue. I'll let you go through her dialogue more. She gave us some supplies. We're going to go up here. We're going to rest. Oh, I guess I can't rest right there. We're going to go right here. We're going to rest. Go full rest. All right. Like usual, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if you want to join in on working on the walkthrough for this game or the guide for this game, go ahead and leave a comment on the video, leave a comment on any of my posts on YouTube, or you can join the Let's Play and comment in there. I'm still thinking about whether or not we're going to do a walkthrough prep live stream. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see what the response is. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next part of the guide.